See? And some apple. And and um there's that some and some apple some apple cider um with no ice cubes right now. With no ice cubes, but that's alright. I've got the rocks in my head. It's like a gulp of it's like a gulp of it's like a gulp of this and get right into this thing. Ah, that's too damn good. Wait. And for the next 200 minutes, no, I'm okay. No. Sorry to raise your hopes on that. I stove. This channel of mine. It it's been done. Uh, it it's been going for half my life. To be honest, like I was like I mean I was a teenager when I first started with another with another dude with another guy who's technically and basically named after me, but he's got an O in there, and me with an A. Brandon and Brandan, and but just the Brendan and Brendan, which which right now which in today is which who is today a renaissance of a SpongeBob SquarePants or a Bob from Bob's Burgers. He's got his own he's got his own little thing going on with a restaurant on wheels. But anyways, wait before all that. Way before all that, we were sisters. We were we were and still are brothers for life. Martha put out a shout out to him. Hey Brendan, how in the hell are you? He's not imaginary. Like he is the main inventor of the Brains volcano here. But if he was imaginary, I got a pretty good imaginary friend. But it is not the case. It is not the case. This is a real man who has a big head and a big heart. Anyway, anyway, back to the origins of my channel here. It wasn't always just mature, Me and my channel, like my channel was not mature, was not very mature at the start. In fact, you might be surprised to know that it was very. In fact, you would be surprised to know that it was that it was more it was more much more wild than it is now. Not to say that it's not wild and rowdy in certain episodes or videos, but 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 when me and Brendan were in our prime, YouTube was only 5 years old, 4.5, 5 years old tops. Like we, I, I, I watched a series of channels. I got involved with the right. I got involved with a lot of YouTube watching things before I even got close to doing, my own channel. I made a video with another guy, which oddly enough was the beginning. Was oddly enough the first video that established the Brainswell channel before it was even called that. And he was the first brother I had. And support socialist. This other guy, Sean Whitty, was the first Brains World original, and we made one video, and it Skype and like this would have been 2000, and this would have been 2005. Not 2005, but like maybe like a couple years after that, because okay, I'm just gonna say 2005 because I'm not sure of the year, because it's been too long to have known the year. So there was the first video called Behind the Brain, which is in here, which is in my channel, and it's hard to find, and it's easy, and it's not hard to find what the Brainwell channel is within that one video, because it's like all over it. It's the Brainwell channel. It was the Brainwell channel, but it wasn't called that. It was called Behind the Brain, which was two rowdy guys, and behind it all, behind the scenes, if you want to call it that, which I guess we should have called it, behind the scenes of the, we should have called it Behind the Scenes of My Brain, but we called it Behind the Brain, as opposed to making fun of like we're making fun of like we were making fun of, behind the scenes, we were poking fun at what people do in YouTube. We were poking fun at what people do right before they start. What we were really doing was poking fun at the people that be beginning to create videos for YouTube. So we were poking fun at those people, making them look more interesting than just the regular. We were poking fun at the people that would we were poking fun at the people that would make behind the scenes footage of what would become their channels. So we were poking fun at people doing behind the scenes footage to make their videos to put on YouTube, and we were making fun of them, you know. So that was that, and it was like we were just going crazy, you know. So fast forwarding here to from there, me and Brendan, you know, um, we we weren't really we weren't really in charge of making videos, but we did it off the side of of um of we were doing it more or less off the side of everything we were doing, because we were support socialist and support E. You know, he was the supporter, and I was the supportee, because at the time he was my support socialist, or support worker. If some of you don't uh, recognize that way of it, um, we we made this channel, and at first it was just, you know, random crap, and like other things too, you know. So we were we were making fun we were making fun of like we, we were making fun of like people making fun of YouTube channels, and making like really off the wall um look like 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 lower class, like lower class, into like almost uh no class, like almost like zero class humor with zero class uh, comedy, you know. And that was what we were doing, you know, as the original plot to this channel. It was like uh, almost like it was almost like we were making fun. Our channel was, until today, making fun at the way people think, you know, the way they use their brains to mold things together, right? Like, and we were doing that, you know. We were making this channel, and like with each video had a different response, and each video had a different responsibility. Like one would be in Toronto, what one would be being filmed in Toronto, one would a bunch would be just filmed like outside the community of Kitchener, Ontario, and like a, a, a and a, and a whole bunch of like randoms, you know, a whole bunch of randoms with documentaries off the side. So, you know, of our own creation. So, in like in a nutshell, that's what it was originally. You know, was like a whole bunch, like a whole bunch of name calling. Uh, you know, of you know, a whole bunch of good, like a whole bunch of like name calling, and and almost um like making the other one look bad in front of the other, and making it hilarious, you know. So, well, not completely, but like we be making. I almost laughed at humor, and I almost laughed at comedy, and made situations out of them. You know, we made situations out of every video that we would be at a winter scene, a winter activity scene with a whole bunch of like, you know, what the North Pole would look like, and like stuff like that, and and uh, and then another would be like us arguing and bitching over having no Christmas spirit, and and being blinded by everything else, and and then being and then being like almost having almost having a heart attack of memories coming back, and like like it was like every video had its own situation going, and like one would be in like Toronto, walking the streets of Toronto, and like that, and and showing off the hockey arena where Don Cherry was, when he was talking about hockey, and um, and another would be a winter activity scene of like a whole bunch of Christmas things, and and hell and like zombies running after us, and and uh, and us trying to figure out why the zombies were coming after us, and like just stuff that would be like laughable, but not quite recognized in the eye of, but it'd be laughable and funny, but it wouldn't be going anywhere special. It'd be laughable, it'd be funny, it'd be a, a balance between crazy and wild, and two guys sharing the it, it, it was like a balance, like crazy, um like it was almost like a vaudeville act, like one thing after another, situations uh that would that would be that would leave you laughing, and like stuff that just would be on the other side of holy cow, or holy wow, didn't see that coming, you know so that was our channel. And we also did some documentaries off the side of our own creation. We would go to one was shot in Niagara Falls, and uh, and of course just a potpourri of like wax figures, mannequins, uh, characters, and aliens from really well known movies and shows, and and then us going, like in the background going, help, Batman, help, or like whatever, making the wax figures come to life to the point where they could have just walked up and walked out the door, like that was, you know, that was a fun video, and just the whole like, so the concept of our channel, like, and it's been a long time since, it's been a long time since 2011, because that's when we started. And just, you know, just two rowdy guys having fun wherever we could find it, and filming stuff off the side, like we had no script, and no, like we didn't have script approval of what we were doing, because we had no script. It was just all straight lace, and like halfway up and down and like halfway up the highway, like it was like that. And and like now it's more like, it's, my channel has grown up. It's mature. It's become very mature, uh, and, and it's me filming stuff of all walks of life, and like filming me, you know, making some drinks and stuff like that, and finding just, whatever I can find or figure out that would be great for my channel, So, like when you think about it, yeah, like So yeah. So if you know, like now my channel is all about making a patch about, and like now my channel is just, you know, it's matured a lot, and um it has matured a lot since 2011, and it's just documentary central, or sorry, documentary documentaries, and me having a great time and sharing my world with you. So let's keep it. Let's you know, uh, let's do what we do. Like like I want to do what I do best. You know, I want to do what I do best, and just you know, I want to make myself happy. I want to make well, I want to make my viewers happy up there. I want to make me happy, and like raise the youth of my and raise the youth of YouTube at the same time. So I'll see you later. I'll see you in the next strange little video. So whenever I make the next video in here, I'll see you then. Goodbye for now.